Did you know that as of 2022, there are over 17.4 million developers that use JavaScript as their main language of choice? Well, that's because of these little guys here. Without JavaScript, we wouldn't be able to see or do anything on the internet. Good thing it exists and life can function as normal. So, let's try something fun with it. We're going to make a cool magic trick happen by changing a circle from one color to another simply by clicking it. Here's the ingredients we need to make this recipe. A spoonful of script tags, a pinch of class attribute, 1 part const variable, a serving a query selector method, stirring it with a function, cooking it with an if-else statement, and finally plating it with an on-click event. This will take about 3 to 4 minutes to prepare, so let's get to it. Let's set up our div circle quickly with the CSS. Lovely! To make JavaScript work with the CSS, we need to add script tags. For now, we can put them in between the head tags. Next, let's put in a class attribute into the div. We can give it a name like circle. Next, go into the script tags and type out your first variable. Variables are used to declare a value of something. The reason we use the const keyword for the variable is so that the value of the variable name is constant. Let's call this variable color change. Yes, a capital C is in the middle, but don't worry about that for now. The value is going to use 2 parts. The first part is the document, which is what we are coding. The second part is the method called query selector. This allows you to access the specific HTML element by the element name, or in this case, by the class name, which is circle. Now we need to set up a function. Since we are wanting to change the color, let's call it change color. Yes, still a capital C. Really, don't worry about that right now. And yes, I just switched around the words to make it like an action. Just hold your questions for now, okay?
Jeez.
The important part is adding parentheses right next to the name of the function. This will make it work, trust me. Use the curly brackets. To start, we type in this. The first part is using the variable that has a value. Next, we are declaring what part of the element we want to change. We want to change the background property to blue. One more ingredient to go, the on-click event. We are going to use this as an attribute in the div. Type out, this attribute looks for an event to happen, which will be when we click anywhere in the circle, and it will call the function and run it. Look at that! But if we click it again, nothing happens. Well, that original function was just a one-time thing to change the circle from red to blue. We can flip back and forth by adding an if-else statement. We start by putting if with parentheses. In there, we will put conditions we want the function to run. In this case, if the div is red, then in the curly brackets, we will change it to blue. If it's already blue, then we put else, and in those brackets, we can change it back to red. I think it's ready to take out of the oven now. Super awesome! I bet you could do this all day.